U luister na Storytyd saam Stella, aangebied deur Estel Rousseau.
Jy's ingeskakel op Storytyd saam Stella en jy kuier saam met my, Estel Rousseau. Dit is Vrydagoggend die 24ste April 2026 en is so 3:15. Ja, ek het ons nou deesdae die gewoonte om so vroeg in die oggend wakker te word. En as 'n mens so vroeg wakker is, dan kan jy nie weer slaap nie. Dan staan jy maar op, jy maak vir jou lekker koppie koffie en jy kom hier stilte tyd en of jy kom soek ietsie moois om verder voor te lees vir jou luisteraars. Nou, ek het 'n pragtige stukkie gekry, regtig baie besonderse stukkie van 'n hartsvriendin, Erika Haasbroek. Môre Erika, as jy luister. En ek wil vir jou sê baie dankie. Dit is 'n kosbare stuk wat ek graag met elkeen van julle wil deel. So ek lees dit graag vir ons. Voor natuurlik met 'n stukkie musiek in die agtergrond, is 'n bietjie panfluit. Ek dink dit pas mooi by die stukkie. My name is Pauline. I'm 69. For 15 years, I walk the same route every morning. Out of my door at 6:45 a.m. and down Elm Street, through the alley behind the Korean grocery, past the elementary school, and back home. Exactly 42 minutes, rain or shine. It wasn't exercise. It was escape. From the empty house, from the memories of Tom, from the silence that swallowed me whole. If I stayed still too long. But last month, I twisted my ankle. Doctor said no walking for 6 weeks. I was devastated, but also secretly relieved. Finally, an excuse to stop. Stop pretending the walks helped. Stop forcing myself out of bed. Just stop. The first week was fine. I slept in, watched TV, felt like a vacation. Second week, my doorbell rang. The Korean grocery owner, Mr. Kim, looked worried. Miss Pauline, you okay? You sick? Just a sprained ankle. I'm fine. He nodded, but didn't leave. You need anything? Groceries? No, thank you. He left. Weird, but whatever. 3 days later, the school principal knocked. Mrs. Henderson. I'd never spoken to her in my life. Miss Pauline, we wanted to check on you. The crossing guard mentioned you haven't been by. I hurt my ankle. Oh, thank goodness. We were worried something happened. Why would you be worried about me? She looked surprised. Because, well, you're part of the routine. I had no idea what she meant. The next day, an envelope appeared under my door. Inside, a drawing crayon. Stick figure with grey hair walking. At the bottom, get better soon. Love, Emma. 2nd grade. I didn't know any Emma. Then more letters came. A card from the alley cat lady I'd never spoken to. A note from the mailman. The teenager who worked at the Korean grocery. All asking if I was okay. All saying they missed seeing me. I was baffled. I didn't know these people. Never said more than hello to any of them. So I called Mrs. Henderson. Why does everyone care that I'm not walking? A long pause. You really don't know? Know what? Miss Pauline, you've been the neighborhood clock for 15 years. Mr. Kim opens his store when he sees you pass. The crossing guard knows to head to her post when you walk by. Parents know if their kids see you, they're not late for school. The alley cat lady feeds the strays right after you walk through. You're the signal that the day is starting. I sat down, stunned. And Emma, Mrs. Henderson continued, she's our anxious one, scared of school every day. But she stands at the kindergarten fence every morning, waiting to see you walk by. Once she sees you, she tells her mum she's ready to go in. You're her bravery trigger. She doesn't know why, but you are. I couldn't speak. We thought you knew, Mrs. Henderson softly said, that you were doing it on purpose, being there for us. But I wasn't. I was just existing, surviving, walking to avoid my own loneliness. Yesterday, my ankle healed. I laced up my shoes and walked my route. Mr. Kim waved. The crossing guard smiled. The alley cat lady nodded. And Emma, little Emma I'd never met, pressed her face against the kindergarten fence and yelled, "You're back! I was so scared you died." The teacher gently corrected her, but Emma ran to the gate. "Can I walk with you tomorrow, just to the corner?" Her mum, standing nearby, looked at me hopefully. "Sure," I whispered. This morning, Emma held my hand for 3 blocks. She talked non-stop about her pet fish. When we reached her school, she hugged my legs. "Same time tomorrow?" "Same time." I'm 69. For 15 years, I thought I was walking to escape my pain. Thought I was invisible, meaningless. Turns out, I was the thread holding a dozen strangers' mornings together. The rhythm they said their lives by. And I never knew. Here's what I've learned. You have no idea what you mean to people. The small, ordinary things you do. They might be someone else's only constant. Their signal that the world is still turning. The reason, their reason to be brave. So don't stop. Don't assume you don't matter. Don't think nobody notices. They do. And you're just surviving might be someone else's entire reason to start their day. So keep walking. Someone's counting on you, even if you'll never know who. Dit is 'n storie wat my hart vanoggend geraak het. En ek hoop jy wat hier luister weet dat dieselfde geld vir jou ook. So moenie stop nie. Moenie net aanneem dat jy niks beteken vir enigiemand nie. Want jy beteken iets vir iemand en dalk 'n klomp iemands daar buite. En ek praat nie net van jou onmiddellike familie nie. Dalk as jy aanneem en jy het nie idee dat jy iets kosbaars beteken vir jou bure langs aan nie. Of dalk vir jou kat of jou hond of jou voeltjie wat by jou bly nie. Dalk het jy familie. Daar's kinders en kleinkinders en ouers en boeties en sissies wat elke dag aan jou dink, al bel hulle nie elke dag nie. Daar's 'n vriendin wat lanklaas met jou fisies gesels het of 'n koppie koffie kom drink het, maar sy dink elke dag aan jou. En ons mense is ongelukkig feilbaar. Ons laat meer as wat ons moes na om die foon op te tel en te bel en net te sê, hoe gaan dit, of 'n voice note te los. Partykeer het mense stem nodig, julle weet. Partykeer is getikte woorde nice, maar 'n stem beteken die persoon aan die ander kant is nog daar, jy kan hulle hoor. En ons het hulle stem nodig. Ons het jou stem nodig. So as hulle nie bel nie, tel jy die foon op en bel, want iemand het nodig om jou stem te hoor. Of as jy kan, gaan drink daai koppie koffie. Gaan sê hallo vir die enetjie daar by die winkel, enetjie by die til, waar jy elke dag jou brood en melk gaan koop. Groet die tannie langs jou in die kerk. Sê hallo vir daai ou klein dingetjie wat daar by die draad staan by die skool. En vryf jou hondjie of kat wat dalk miskien op jou pad is elke dag. Bid vir die ene wat jou miskien elke dag wil laat skel oor hulle voor jou inry of dalk stadig is voor jou of ja, julle hoor wat ek sê. Your life has a purpose and a very special one. And don't let anybody, including yourself, tell you otherwise. Be blessed. And always, always be that blessing too. Mooi loop.